All right, well, good afternoon. Ismail, Hugh, thank you very much for joining me on the Inspire and Connect TV set here. We really appreciate you guys' time. Ismail, let's start with you. Give us an overview of what Sunna does.
Thank you very much. Sunna Design is a French company based in Blanquefort near to Bordeaux. It was created since 2011, and we are specialized in solar street lighting, but especially intelligent and smart solar light. So we are working in more than 30 countries in Africa, but also in US, in Latin America, and everywhere. And as we are talking about Africa, we have a lot of projects. The last project we have is 50,000 solar lights in Togo and 15,000 solar lights in Senegal that was financed with BPI finance.
So, perfect segue to you, Hugh.
Yeah.
BPI, how do you work with companies like Ismail's?
Yes.
And what is the criteria that you need them to meet in order for BPI to finance or to help?
Okay. Well, mainly we are the bank of SMEs. And from a very domestic model a few years ago, we were convinced that we have to support and accompany French SMEs abroad because they have to grow, and the growth is mainly abroad. So we decided to narrow the kind of gap of financing for SMEs in France, and decided for SMEs to grant tailor-made finance solution in order to convince foreign buyers, foreign clients of Sunna Design or other SMEs to acquire their equipment, their infrastructure. So in fact, Sunna Design is proposing a commercial and technical offer, and we bring a credit solution, financing, in order to allow the success of the project.
And you manufacture everything in France at this point?
Yeah, exactly.
Is the plan to slowly, as you expand in Africa, to bring manufacturing here, or is that, again, part of the financing deal that you need to keep it in France?
Not really, because BPI is pushing us to industrialize Africa, not to only stay in France, but also to go and to create value in the markets we are going to do. That's what I appreciate about BPI France, because it's not only a bank that gives us a loan, that's a bank that is with us every day and all the times, and the teams of BPI in the country are there with us to give us the advice how to penetrate the market. If we took the example of Kenya, our plan, depending on the size of market, that's why I am here, it's to create a new manufacturer here and to start producing product directly from Kenya and export from Kenya to all East Africa. This is our plan.
Okay.
And I would say that even if we have one requirement, which is a minimum French portion in order to manufacture some goods in France, we are making the local portion of the solution eligible to the financing. It's the idea of co-industrialization, and we are absolutely convinced that this is the new history, that it's not only to finance exportations, but it's also to bring know-how, to share the know-how, to share the manufacturing in order to have a long-term strategy in terms of cooperation.
Challenges, Ismail. Working on this continent is not easy. You're looking to expand. What are some of the challenges that you've encountered in terms of the business?
A lot of challenges. First of all, competition. Now there is a lot of competition all around the Africa. So there is no country that we can go and we say, yeah, we are French, we are big, we can do what we want. No, we have, and we like competition. If it's respecting the rule of competition, we like it. It's push us to be more innovative and also bring the value to the country. This is the first thing. Second thing, it's when we are looking for financing, depending of the countries, they cannot go through an EPC plus F, so engineering, procurement, construction plus financing, and that sometimes it's very difficult. That's why we are happy to have some help from BPI to finance those projects. This is the two challenges. First, competition, finance.
So you said if the competition is done in a sort of level playing field, are you finding that there is competitors of yours that don't play by the rules?
You know, for example, I will give our solar light will have a warranty of 10 years. Some of our competitor, they put the light and 3 months after it's not working. So that's normal, they will be 50% lower for the price. But if we go with my solution, I give a guarantee and I can change it for 10 years. So I want the client that put the same guarantee for everyone. And if we play with the same rule, we are happy.
Yeah. Just to develop a little bit on that, is your main customers, are they government or is it individuals? Is that how?
Both. Both. For example, we can have some private company that buy it for parking or for some parks, or for a private swimming pool. You can put like 4 lights around that reduce a lot of consumption of electricity for you. For protection, you can have Wi-Fi on our solar lights. We can have video protection in our solar lights. So that's good. But we prefer the big project. You know, if I want to sell 2, 3, 10 solar lights, it will take me a lot of time. But if I sell directly 50,000, I'm happy. I'm happier.
Yeah, because governments, I mean, we just noticed this in this country, that street lighting has become solar now. Yeah. So it goes on at a particular time, but there's no cables, there's nothing. They've got the panels on top, and they must buy those by the millions, I would think.
That's what we're analyzing, the size of the market. It's very huge. And also it's very easy. As I give you the example of Togo, they took this light to install it in all small villages around the country, not only the urban area, big cities, but also small villages. What is the most interesting for the country is the GDP is growing now because people continue buying, selling, producing during the night. And this is very interesting.
Hugues, BPI's return on investment on this loan, what do you expect from getting back? You're giving a loan, you also have a philanthropic, you expect the money back at some point, exactly. But with interest?
Of course. With interest, we are support of SMEs, but we are a bank, so we need to be repaid, and to be repaid with interest. But we try to be as competitive as possible in our offer, in order to allow our clients, our debtors, to sign the financing finally. So the main point we have to deal with the reliability of the project, the reliability of our counterparts, the competitivity of our offer, and yes, to be as selective as possible in order to choose the best one, the best project. So, I mean, in the portfolio we get, we win often, but we have some loss, of course. We have some default. This is the game. If you want to go in emerging countries, you have to be aware that this is the game. But there is more risk to remain in France or to remain in a small market than growing and taking opportunities abroad, even if you will have some failure, default sometimes. But the important is to be there, because we are absolutely convinced that for French SMEs, for reasons of agility, innovation, understanding of the market, and growth, they have to export, they have to widen their scope of activities abroad Europe. Key.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. We could keep talking for a long time. We're out of time. Much appreciate both of your time here. Thank you for joining us on the set.
Thank you.
Thank you.